for the athletes here in Houston as round 2 gets underway. Chandler working off of that jab early. Oh! Knocked down for Oliveira! Now a knee to the body for Charles on the right hand! Chandler returns it! Now Chandler is down! Charles Oliveira is the undisputed UFC lightweight champion!
To start off the night, we had featherweight fighters Shane Burgos and Edson Barboza battle it out in the octagon. This fight ended with one of the more bizarre KOs we've ever seen. In round 1, we started off with both fighters throwing powerful jabs and leg kicks. At one point, Barboza attempted a spinning back kick that had Burgos going in for the takedown.
Oh, nice spinning back kick to the body.
Nemiroff bold character since 1872.
But it was short-lived as Barboza slipped out easily. Barboza threw another spinning back kick, but this time landed on Burgos' face.
No stone unturned, brought in a
The second round kept up the same pace with both fighters throwing crisp jabs, combos, and leg kicks. It was becoming clear from the red marks on Burgos' leg that Barboza's leg kicks were doing damage. But Barboza got a good leg cut of his own. Finally, in round 3, things seemed to be going at the same pace. Both fighters threw huge blows, but eventually it all caught up with Burgos.
That low calf kick.
Edson's corner wanted him to be more busy with the left. Oh, ooh,
Good right hand by Barboza.
oh,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Barboza threw a couple clean punches in the face, and for a moment, it looked like Burgos was okay, but moments later, his body gave out. Burgos stumbled back and fell to the mat. Barboza threw a couple strikes before the ref stepped in and gave Barboza the victory by knockout. Next up, we had women's flyweight fighters Caitlin Chookagian and Viviane Araujo taking each other on for a chance to move up the rankings. In the very first round, Araujo seemed to counter Chookagian's strikes, but Chookagian was landing some solid front kicks that made Araujo go in for the clinch.
The volume striking of Chookagian starting to pay dividends.
Yep, and that was good, right? That was a situation, an exchange where she landed 5 shots to 0 by Araujo.
So a shot here from Vivi.
In round 2, Chookagian threw a front kick that knocked Araujo down only for a moment. Araujo responded by getting a takedown on Chookagian.
Nemiroff bold character since 1872. And now the fight hits the floor.
Oh, that was terrible.
Before the end of the round, Chookagian got up but was clearly more gassed than before. In round 3, both women left it all on the mat and threw heavy shots. But at the end of it all, Caitlin Chookagian landed more significant strikes and came out the winner by unanimous decision. For our third main card fight, we got to watch bantamweight fighters Matthew Christopher Schnell and Rogerio Bontorin. Schnell started the match with what looked like a few fakes and some counter strikes. Bontorin responded with some solid boxing and good defense.
Wants this pace, Bontorin. You got to make him work. Wow, nice job by Bontorin. He looks good right now.
Yeah, he hurt him with that low calf kick. He's very dangerous.
In the second round, Bontorin found his stride and landed huge shots that rocked Schnell. As the round drew to a close, Schnell landed a flurry of punches, but an unfazed Bontorin threw a flying knee.
Texans are getting bored.
Here they come.
Nice
Took a little
jab.
long.
Man, Bontorin's got some quick hands. He's landed 51% of his total strike attempts.
In round 3, Bontorin proved his dominance right away with heavy shots to the head. Before the end of the fight, Bontorin ended up with a takedown and stayed on top of Schnell for the rest of the fight.
But when the sweat flies, when the heads go in one direction, normally they come from that side of the octagon, the Bontorin side.
Oh, like that.
Beautiful combination.
He's in real trouble. Schnell's in real trouble.
Schnell covering up and now throwing back, flying knee. The mouthpiece is out.
Mouthpiece is out. Bontorin's got him down.
Bontorin was clearly the dominant fighter by the end and took home the win by unanimous decision. For our co-main event, we had longtime fan-favorite lightweight fighters Tony Ferguson and Beneil Dariush enter the octagon. The first round started off with both fighters throwing huge strikes, but Ferguson did a decent job slipping the punches. Soon enough, Dariush got Ferguson against the cage and took him to the ground.
Ferguson moving pretty well defensively early. That was a big focus in bringing Freddie Roach in.
I'll tell you, Dariush looks very focused here.
He wants to go forward, man. Beneil wants to cause the accident, right? Beneil's not trying to avoid the traffic. Beneil wants to cause it. He wants to get in the face of it and make it as nasty as it can be.
He is attacking that back leg in a very unusual way. Again, it's a big Rob Kaman move, but Beneil is using it incredibly well and super aggressive here.
He's got his hands locked here. Finish his takedown.
Beneil on top.
This is where the rest of the round stayed, as Dariush stayed on top. In round 2, things went a similar way, with Dariush shooting in for the takedown and getting Ferguson to the mat. This is where the rest of the round stayed. By round 3, we started off with some good exchanges, but at this point, Dariush understood the success he was having on the ground. So soon, both fighters were back on the mat.
But Beneil will flow with him and wind up on top, and he does. He's going to pass over the right leg. Nope, throws it to the side, now inside control. Brilliant.
The fight went all 3 rounds, with Dariush coming out a clear winner by unanimous decision. We can't wait to see who Dariush takes on next. Finally, we had Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler battle it out for the vacant lightweight championship. Khabib Nurmagomedov recently left his belt unclaimed as he retired after the loss of his father. Now we get to see Oliveira's grappling up against Chandler's heavy shots. To start off the round, Chandler landed a heavy hit and Oliveira responded by going in for the takedown.
He's so technical. I mean, you can't just explode on him, and that's one of the reasons why he's different.
Oh!
He clipped.
Couple of left hands from Chandler.
Oh, Chandler's got a guillotine.
It's tight, too. And it's tight.
It's real tight.
He's in trouble.
It's real tight.
But Chandler quickly responded, and for a moment it looked like he had the guillotine on Oliveira. But Charles is a jiu-jitsu master, and soon was taking Chandler by the back. Chandler stood up and tried to get a slam on Oliveira, but the BJJ master seemed unfazed. Chandler twisted out of the submission before too much damage was done, and soon let out some punches that took Oliveira down for a moment.
Chandler corner calling for some forward motion here. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. There's that left hand.
He's in real trouble.
Oh, Oliveira in the world of trouble early.
Chandler's power is hurting Oliveira every time he touches him.
Chandler stayed on top and secured round 1. To start out round 2, the tables turned quickly as Oliveira landed a jab that rocked Chandler. Oliveira let out a series of strikes that had Chandler running, but he couldn't run fast enough.
For the athletes here in Houston as round 2 gets underway. Chandler working off of that jab early. Oh! Knocked down for Oliveira now! Now a knee to the body for Charles on the right hand! Chandler remains up! Now Chandler is down! Charles Oliveira is the undisputed UFC lightweight champion!
Congratulations!
My goodness.
Oliveira kept striking and the ref stepped in to end the fight. This earned Oliveira the vacant lightweight championship after a long and trying MMA career. Nobody worked harder for it, and we can't wait to see Oliveira defend his belt. What was your favorite fight of the night? Let us know in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back every week for more Ultimate MMA.